So raising the point of Donald J. Trump wanting to deport thousands of immigrants in the US who are criminals, what's your opinion on that?
If he's going to exercise and perform his plans using the authorities, there will be it won't be so easy, because each of the person will have to face the appropriate proceedings.
Yeah.
So the only effect that can take place is that the immigration lawyers will have more job to do.
So considering the situation in Poland with the lack of judges, would the same situation apply?
We don't have any judges.
Yeah.
The procedure in Poland is being exercised and performed it's not a court, it's an administrative authority. So the disadvantage of the system is that the decision is not made by a lawyer or other professional, but simply by a, let's say, mayor of the particular town. We cannot make any formal grievance against that regulations, because, as I said, the Constitutional Tribunal is being blocked since over a year now.
So, going back to the EU migrant crisis, what situations might criminals coming into the EU encounter?
If anybody has a criminal past and he's not a fugitive, right? He served his sentence, he took his lesson and understood the consequences of his previous criminal activity, we cannot simply punish this kind of person for the rest of his or her life. In my opinion, the previous criminal records is not enough to forbid anyone to enter the particular country, or is not enough to deport anybody. Well, that's what is being said in your immigration act and in the Polish regulations. The previous criminality without the present and genuine threat for the safety of society is simply not enough to issue a deportation order.
So with the establishment of the Migration Crisis Management Centre recently in Poland, how are attitudes changing in Poland towards immigration?
People always migrated. There always were a war conflict, so there have always been refugees, there have always been asylum seekers. Every culture all over the world has been created with the support of migration. It makes the societies possible to develop themselves because they obtain additional knowledge about the other people. It's not about the nationality, it's not about the religion. It's about the personal point of views related to a different issue. So if somebody wants to be a terrorist, he will be a terrorist no matter the nationality, religion, sexual orientation or whatsoever. So the current situation in Europe is very similar to that one which took place just before the Second World War. We can remember that the national parties were very popular then. We can recall Spain and Franco. We can recall Italy and Mussolini. We can finally recall Germany and Hitler. Before the Second World War, Europe became very closed. People didn't want to associate. People were afraid of the foreigners. I don't know whether nobody remembers, but it's not being mentioned at all during the European Union crisis. the reasons for establishing the European Union and all the European communities before the European Union, it was because of the fear from the next war. Europe started to divide again, and we are too weak to be divided.